They always ask me where I'm going, no telling the show, and I'm knowing that when the thoughts come through, it can't be stopped. Drowning on your own in an image, personality scrimmage, but any message couldn't be listened to. Not knowing it's right, you follow bright insights, melodic logic, human not robotic. We caught it, you thought it, but we came first. Reverse the ill or diverse, broke the curse. Plant the message, then disperse from here to the unknown. It's shown everywhere you roam, disown the possession. The lesson to end the recession, and through her black tears is depression. What her scars mean, there's never a confession. The story that's written in red in her diary pages, the rage is replaced. The disgraces of the broken virgin lace. Oh my, what a grimy place. They're seeking shallow bruised bone from the bars with Patron. She's on her way home in the darkness with a stranger unknown. She licked her lips, smile, tats on her tits, greatly missed by her family, but she needs to be on the She wanted to be something way more than just that for me. Money, though it's an illusion, you can't ignore it. Everyone has an addiction for it. She wanted to be something way more than just that for me. Money, though it's an illusion, you can't ignore it. Everyone has an addiction for it. It's always frowning while surroundings responsible for every single head on the planet, pounding astounding measurements on corporate settlements, eating away at your insides. If you look out your blinds, you might decide to fall. It's like a car driven and crashed, a distraction. You sit around and wait for a job to happen. I make a remark about the economy and start laughing. Might as well keep rapping with Deeskee. This is proof that nothing is incapable, though my footsteps are retraceable. These verses remain irreplaceable. I'm stable, unable to a medication over and over until your happiness dissolves. Within your problems, they involve the effects of the empty pocket link. This is when your check's extinct. Conspiracy experiences, it's a way into paranoid deliriances, to a rambling around thinking you're chosen, proposing the locust, holding on to your dreams. In the swarm, the dark storm being held over the capital, it's leaving you nothing, so get up and be something. She wanted to be something way more than just that for me. Money, though it's an illusion, you can't ignore it. Everyone has an addiction for it. She wanted to be something way more than just that for me. Money, though it's an illusion, you can't ignore it. Everyone has an addiction for it. Devastation, is it failed estimation? Do overcome outbursting throughout elevation. I flipped out the head like a tipped wine glass and tricked the time past so fast that last thing I felt. I look into a rip it apart, follow smart head starts. Would I make a remark about a phony pose of citizen? Outbidden, that just might be superstition. These printed words never look so beautiful. The methods of looking over and needling the thimblest of simple gratitudes. I've been locked in and changing, serious warnings to be exchanging, separated though arranging. Odds are looking as if it's the awakening. Thankful for the fact of being, be careful what you're seeking. If I haven't said it before, enough of the superficial teachings and leechings always around. Too many souls I'm bound to and reaching. I'm speaking of you, me, us, each other, discover why we just might be. Don't take it lightly, for you may be caught up in the traps, in the contraption, a distraction. They always told you it would never happen. The whole time they never knew who was really laughing. The works, the art, the passion, feeling the moments turn in time. I think I'll grasp this, finding my way through the cracks of the whackness. Keep it persistence, perfect through practice. The saddest when I see you falling down the fastest. It's like an oxygen tank of a lower rank, made of wise and held from the tip of your tongue into the vessels of the lung. And among treatment, no reason with disgusting creatures and robots. They got disease in the machine for thoughts and hollow shells. Though you fell into getting pleased, turn to seeds, whispers, winds, trees. She is so thin, now she's scared to look into a graveyard. I grin, because there is never a gate to enter. I hope, my dear, that you are right. Here's the truth, you're blind. Obviously not physical, but mentally. And it would be a miracle to ever find a cure. Though discoveries were made, the recoveries were delayed. Wanting it to be hectic again, life was just plain boring. My friend, please accept the lend for me to attend your greatest moment in your lifetime. I'll be here, there, and everywhere up in the wine. What to declare, aware within preparing. This obstacle called life could be impossible, so get off your ass and take care of it. Or you may be caught up in the traps, in the contraption, a distraction. They always told you it would never happen. The whole time they never knew who was really laughing. The works, the art, the passion, feeling the moments turn in time. I think I'll grasp this, finding my way through the cracks of the whackness. Keep it persistence, perfect through practice. The saddest when I see you falling down the fastest.
one never really told me what to do. So now that I'm older, why should I ever listen to you? Turn blue in the face while you're ready for me to taste the blood of a rabbit that I don't wanna chase and catch. Never was one to throw faith down the hatch. Attach myself to a faith that didn't match anything on earth that wasn't really made from scratch. A patches in the patch, never needed to match. I walked this earth respecting all religions, was taught from birth to expect the wrong decision. For those of y'all that thought you really had a vision, but all I ever really saw in the sky was a pigeon.
Never really understood religion, except it seems a good excuse to kill. Never really could make a decision. Don't suppose I ever ran away.
Yo, some semblance get to fly and die early. Some pretend it never ends, denying cry curling. Some schizo stalk while they're sitting on a rock, listening to Lucifer talk. Now what was felt with dealing within a feeling, a mistake in the family. What's wrong with him, demon child? I hope to fly in heaven as well, for my focus has more difference, and I honor the traditions. No superstitions, but I got a place in this competition and repetition. Listen to self-discipline. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the only one who recognizes. Look into the disguises, take out your conscience before decision. My vision is written and all over the place, answers to the hidden face.
Never really understood religion, except it seems a good excuse to kill. Never really could make a decision. Don't suppose I ever ran away.
Yo, leaking the son of a preacher man, laid a nigga thirsty for the blood of a heathen and sinner. Never had the streets marks a sack thriller, but I didn't need material shit, I had scripture. Till I heard what occurred in one particular sermon. Clergymen sipping some bourbon in service. I found out that there's a nasty social pyramid that exists in predominantly black churches. Appalled at the facade, it was a turn off, and so I turned on some secular hip hop. Grew a thick crop, started spitting sick bars like confound heaven and myself and God.
Never really understood religion, except it seems a good excuse to kill. Never really could make a decision. Don't suppose I ever ran away.
Minds having difference through persistence. Underestimated abilities separated, mostly devastated. There is a house, but there is no direction or doors. Looks like you're trapped in the pliers, scrape the spiders off your back. Walk to the masterpiece, everything is pain. Trace the face, realize it was the daughter who started to faint. I didn't want to drown, so I sat down to ask some questions. They frowned, they didn't know what's good or any of life's lessons. I was shocked, so I took a rock and tried to break the glass. I'll walk through moss if I knew the cost, if I didn't take the right path. Need luck, the right conduct, to not be stuck in a trap. An out loud seclusion of this lost confusion. Scream, a cloud pollution makes you see the solution. Track the beam, grinning, spinning, dizzy. This spell won't get rid of me. Itty bitty possessed parasites in my bloodstream. If you've seen where I've been, then you might know where I mean. Thought invented, tormenting in this demented dream. Question marks, since the answer in the start. What's concealed from what you steal will eventually depart. And nothing is real except what you feel. The answers of the conscience of heart. Question marks, since the answer in the start. What's concealed from what you steal will eventually depart. Nothing is real except what you feel. The answers of the conscience of heart. Yeah. In the train of this thinking, the ship starts sinking. Bodies rising through water, black ocean through the ink of the squid. Letting the inner look upon the horizons, the statue of lion stated last. That contrast, all sector of oblivion. Is everything really a blur that you're living in? What begins my point of statement? That whack plays intercepted by many ways directed. Secret society of hip-hop elected, perfected a new method. Though mind infected, still willing to wreck it. All these days seem to become very strange. The big cans are corporate and the needle exchange. Dark secrets hidden and transferred to brains. Pain, strain, shame on a hollow name. Function your creation, don't abort it. Stop swimming in self-hate and focus on what's fortunate. The best way to stop bleeding is through tourniquet. For your information, meditations on preventing devastation. Will the end be coming or not? Was it God's thoughts or written and taught? Maybe a perfected layout put on a plot, or a case dropped to places that rot. A non-stop questionable scatter minding. I am finding through the ladders that I am climbing that this labyrinth can be solved within designing the right timing. Question marks is the answer in the start. What's concealed from what you steal will eventually depart. And nothing is real except what you feel, the answers of the conscience of heart. Question marks is the answer in the start. What's concealed from what you steal will eventually depart. Nothing is real except what you feel, the answers of the conscience of heart. Sediments consistently. Ripped up scriptures exist within me and us. These reasons for us to keep breathing, never leaving the steps toward achieving evidence of excellence, solving from the sediments consistently. Ripped up scriptures exist within me and us. Understanding the parables and the riddles of the wise. It's the beginning of the knowledge in which fools may despise. Trying to distract and covered up with lies, but I notice that disguise is swarming in like flies on a stake. Greed and hate, eating up the earth. Parasite, strong might, and much we must use for oversight. Intellect ignite, it's all positive and alright. Can't stop the flowing prophecies throughout the head and visions of geometries. Go forth through it melodically and figure it out. No ignorant glances, please. Let's take these chances with these. For rip the disease of horrid MCs. Meditate on what you believe. The certain goals that we all will achieve. Gotta make it happen. Doesn't matter what you be, just be continually. Think out what you see. Doubts don't breathe. Disaster hovering over the scribbled nest. Stares and pairs with glares. It doesn't let you share yourself with stubborn soul. Heat hovered cold folks that laugh as they spy. Cause alone eye talk to eye. For your wrong pave, concave, illiteracy, idiocy. Let your personal blade bleed. If you follow someone that will tell you it will lead, and stop the seed that is headed toward abortion. These twisted proportions, I can't figure out if it's a gift or not. Rolled the split and I thought my life kinda tipped off the cliff into the spot that I never knew I would make it to. Your own arrangement of sets of how we calculate and prove what is a possible next move. There is absolutely something left to do.
Self-awareness allows us to be conscious of who we are in the midst of our external circumstances.
These reasons for us to keep breathing, never leaving the steps toward achieving evidence of excellence, solving from the sediments consistently. Ripped up scriptures exist within me and us. These reasons for us to keep breathing, never leaving the steps toward achieving evidence of excellence, solving from the sediments consistently. Ripped up scriptures exist within me and us. It surprises how many be left within the revisiting revises. Not the contact, the sudden impact, but I feel there's a lack of patience. Physics needs steady maintenance, but know what you're facing. But there's no replacing, for it's headed right this way. Could be the three-headed devil or something that would make you pray, or the decaying crescent of all what was invested for the chemical cataclysm. Visions ending while listening to the prism schism. Will they ever forgive him? So why has everyone disappeared? Clip the thrift of the lift up steady through the drift. Flip the six, found throughout the shift. You rip the gift, but no lint remains fit for the forever of the falling pit. Only one type of forceful answer. Clip the thrift of the lift up steady through the drift. Flip the six, found throughout the shift. You rip the gift, but no lint remains fit for the forever of the falling pit. Only one type of forceful answer. Reasons for us to keep breathing, never leaving the steps toward achieving evidence of excellence, solving from the sediments consistently. Ripped up scriptures exist within me and us. These reasons for us to keep breathing, never leaving the steps toward achieving evidence of excellence, solving from the sediments consistently. Ripped up scriptures exist within me and us. in the pain, drinking away my sorrow, sleeping in these stains of beer. It's not where you remain in the hopes of tomorrow, making amends, callous names to clear. Breaking down, no one's moving forward towards something urgent. Emergency when you're talking to a serpent, but giving things when you never deserved it. From your burden, that's where you're hurting. Ever since I've begun young, from being a forgotten son, I've been the only one for the well-being of it all, not just for fun. It's never worth it if it interferes with your purpose. Don't get nervous if you haven't yet been across the surface. There is so much more, rather live my life alone than with the controlling whore. Things I think are writing in my black book, somewhere next to a sandwich store. What could all this be for? Hope that my comprehension of what I mentioned to you mean something better and greater, like keeping your mind clean. No more being a fiend, gotta get out and check the scene. I hope that this planet is forever blue and green, and some commit be used to lift on their self-esteem. Don't mistake this as help, just use the greatness as stealth. Better than anything I've ever felt. As I stare into nothing with the brain dead frown, I lay my head down into the spiral. And if I'm gonna drown, then that's fine, although I still remain hurt from MP3 to vinyl. The puddles are rising in a small tiny box, it never fails. I seem to lock the key to the lock, suffocating in my thoughts, trying to keep it from the rock. Daylight will come, so less pain, though I may be still stuck here hacking away at the chain. This place is so boring, the walls are so plain. These substances to help to run through the vein. Ears forever ringing, the stains keep on bringing. Wandering lost in the pain, drinking away my sorrow, sleeping in these stains of beer. It's not where you remain in the hopes of tomorrow, making amends, callous names to clear. Breaking down, no one's moving forward towards something urgent. Emergency when you're talking to a serpent, but giving things when you never deserved it. From your burden, that's where you're hurting. Something is blurred, the ink of the line I write across, getting me lost. Though it relates to how I'm thankful for a praise soul. Provoked to the remote, your decisions are never flow. So go swimming to the top and get to the boat. Taking the journey with the savior with the antidote. Keep it on, not a flashy blingin' suit. Keep curating on an internet blast. Contract for a lame excuse. Keep pushing the beat and lyrics in the booth. Spread word, youth is future. The vibes of the environment need nurture. I'ma write until my soul explodes out of my soul. Right hand or left and connect. Straight concentration with no intercept. You got nothing to lose, then prove, then move. Let this be a steady soothe to the state of being an attitude. Sticking to the tickings of the time and the fittings of this grown vine. Who is a pleasure to walk through your mind, amounting up to the measures of declining divides. Though if you don't believe thou can't create, I refuse to be transformed into a lost mistake. I jumped and crooked and fell out straight. Never booked it, just evaluate. Overlook it, don't concentrate. And the one who shook it evaporates. Most things are garbage, must evaluate. Purposes of defeating this meaning lurks somewhere in beauty, hovering over your head. Quit suffering on things you were hurt with or what was said. Words are just messages transferred to computer hack souls, so prayers can be answered. This cancer, let's find the cure. I said this cancer, let's find the cure. Wandering lost in the pain, drinking away my sorrow, sleeping in these stains of beer. It's not where you remain in the hopes of tomorrow, making amends, callous names to clear. Breaking down, no one's moving forward towards something urgent. Emergency when you're talking to a serpent, but giving things when you never deserved it. From your burden, that's where you're hurting. An arrogant dream of a Halloween fiend into a bottomless beam. Has many listed discovery depressed, just flex the recess follow. Measure the text, don't know, don't blow mind infect. Measure destroyer, outside stranger avoider. Moving up the cement from the corners, can you see or ever believe? What you're feeling may not be telling you the truth. Who's the correct and selector of every question forever? All that matters is fading away for like the ink of the pens. Pretend it's your friend forever. The tip gets broken in uses, excuses for the delusions of disses and chooses. For abuses into the accusers, guess who loses? You are many among, something may have been wrong. Worth at the end of the long forks in the roads. Some feel no ambition for the earth will soon explode. The 2012 type disaster hype. Yo, stop, drop, and roll. The repetitive cycle of a sedative is death. I live to an open lid, added additive, addicted for attention of a deficit. Add-on address, special edition, hip-hop, true form, function edition. My trip is steady, got him tripping, head change. Who's yelling, propelling through the rebelling to the fact that my heaven's excelling. I'm chillin' as I've price to pay for this excelling faith. Accustomed to a trusted fund, and for that I run faster. Beginning to stop the after, what the feelings come to. Now I expertise in the rhyme exercise. Focus on the art and decibel of the center hole of light shining through the glass. Like the fact collapse from the taxed out living, the maxed out unforgiven. It's the biggest picture like a centerfold. Some Voltron at a high level. Hold on, roll on into the beyond. Losing where we are, wrong way latitude. No attitudes, drop altitude. Now bounce another announce for everyone to check the chase bank accounts into a decline or access denied in applied dismissal. Money burn up, just watching it sizzle. Gonna keep up with this exaggerated mind of the kind of quiver. Overdose delivered a killer. Look down, whoops, wrong town. On to the next. The repetitive cycle of a sedative is death. I live to an open lid, added additive, addicted for attention of a deficit. Add-on address, special edition, hip-hop, true form, function edition. My trip is steady, got him tripping, head change. Who's yelling, propelling through the rebelling to the fact that my heaven's excelling. I'm chilling as a price to pay for this excelling. Obey the motionless devotion, feeling more and more awake to the hourglass hovering. What can calm the troubling? The sounds I'm dedicated could use more celebrated. Elevated moments comes to use in so many ways. Feeling all alone, the deja vu of home. You were here once before, ignore the source. So many different flavors of style, unpredictable behavior surrounding the globe. Drenched with holy water in a robe, now cleansed. What has your past life now ever meant? Seems like it got sent to be spent, not to be needed of wages. To the way it looks, always thinking hard, let me escape. Suffocating behind, deteriorate, it's all different. People trip when I act belligerent, then I stumble all the way home into delirious. I look at it like a self-portrait experiment, another appearance, interference to the typical. Heading straight into the conscious of humble individuals. Let they all stay spiritual in the middle of the little light you find. Hold your head strong, live long, live long.
Yeah, man, you can check my birth certificate on the walls. The 10 freeway, city highways around the world. Packed schedule, a million things to do. Had to sneak behind time just to bring this through. And I guess that's the truth. I work as a smuggler, break any law, any border just to run the word. And I know you might have never thought that it would take such a plot for a man just to rock. But what we share ain't contained in a square. That's why I make even my clock throw its hands in the air. Yeah, someone gave me a cup, I hold an ocean. Put me in the car, but my mind's roller coasting. Judge me by my body, but I'm really half ghosting. As I start to levitate, they say there's no such thing as floating. Wow, that could really turn you around. Spirit lift while they insist I keep my feet on the ground. Call a buffalo a cow, but it can't be tamed. So from the page to the train, we resurrect our true names.
I'ma do this right away, can't wait. Go deep into the hideaway, open the gate. Sometimes it takes a revolution just to be yourself. So we claim our true names and we break that spell. I'ma do this right away, can't wait. Go deep into the hideaway to open up the gate. Sometimes it takes a revolution just to live the truth. So we claim our true names cause we must get loose.
Yo, had some luck, sat and stuck, being trapped, suck, move back, duck, must fush, don't blush, cold head, big rush, inside, stuck, list up. You win some, you gain some, you lose some, but you live. Give kid, live vivid, riding on the alley wall, out of call, prototype, sight is right, kinda my delight, moving with the light, in the dark, staying bright, mind might with hype, overlooking the night sight, outspewed, cured words and definitions of telepathy are relevantly, how mellow it can be, but feeling sick, looking to the moon can be a trick, this trip I consider a swift, conscious lift, did get rid of the phonies and outer slave, you slid out the elevator, disassemble, make it tight, mind renovator, daytime tripper, meditator, midnight hooligan, true name celebrator.
I'ma do this right away, can't wait. Go deep into the hideaway, open the gate. Sometimes it takes a revolution just to be yourself. So we claim our true names and we break that spell. I'ma do this right away, can't wait. Go deep into the hideaway to open up the gate. Sometimes it takes a revolution just to live the truth. So we claim our true names cause we must get loose.
Yes, my name is Matre. I'm rocking on this track with the good brother brother by the name of ADD. We're getting free with a beat by Deeskee. True names. Shout out to all the graph writers putting that raw energy out, cracking the walls open so God can pour through. Big ups to the top to bottom crew. Cero, Ruid, Sakin, Saren, Freight, Scholar, you know what I'm saying? Certs, the whole crew. Big ups to DJ LAJ. You know what time it is. Top to bottom in the area, LA to the Bay. Yeah, worldwide. Come on.
I'ma do this right away. Can't wait. Go deep into the hideaway. Open the gate. Sometimes it takes a revolution just to be yourself. So we claim our true names and we break that spell. I'ma do this right away. Can't wait. Go deep into the hideaway to open up the gate. Sometimes it takes a revolution just to live the truth. So we claim our true names cause we must get loose.
Some vacation, respiration for creation in the one station. The ration is below. Steady, ready, flow, heavily resting cleverly throughout, retrospecting for the disc. Can't try to settle me. That shit tattooed on your soul will never happen. So I suggest get the fuck out of your own world. I'll look over the retrospect, the metro reflect influence on populations dying. It's good to see people trying different things, but that truth brings something more than running on a piece of paper. You're a enabler that comes from a tree. No one will see you're an asshole at the moment, but the next day is sad with blues, cause you knew in your pot it was a bad move. Every grasp of everything you ever had blew. What can't be thought can be destroyed. The backwards tactics employed surround you. Avoid where you can't help the panic. Surrounded by mechanics made from ceramics. Oblivion in my opinion. I came in a hurry, blurry vision, scurry demons leave. Castigate, not to be thrown in the fires of the bad place. They say I'm tripping, but it's for real. Reveal the bullshit, then throw it out. Crash into the ground, hearing the smashing the sound. People think ADD is too off the wall. I'm sick of stupid borrowing concepts, and after a while checking upon intercepts when all matters fall. I'll be standing on the cliff that's tall, waiting for the outer call. The villain on the view laughing, he made it, the contraption has worked. Took bear then slurped, burped, heard a chirp, blurred word occurred, served nerds heard from the streets. Sun beating down, hot summer day, soulless, fullest on patrollers trying to control this. Yeah, I'm different and I'm weird, but I focus on what hasn't come clear or even near. The human mind, extra space entering. I don't think they'll ever understand this plan. I'm remembering what the center brings, the ascending of this wholesome thing. What can't be thought can be destroyed. The backwards tactics employed surround you. Avoid where you can't help the panic. Surrounded by mechanics made from ceramics. Oblivion in my opinion. I came in a hurry, blurry vision, scurry demons leave. Castigate, not to be thrown in the fires of the bad place. They say I'm tripping, but it's for real. Reveal the bullshit, then throw it out.
I just would like to take a moment of your precious time, mental, physical, spiritual. There's so much more in the world to talk about. Those people exist. We know it, just like the good and bad. God, the devil. Do you toil on the devil every day? I hope not.
The brightness against them, looking toward them, repent, the commence. They tense through the dense situations, make it work. Truth sees what overlooks opportunity, spraying the message fluently. What the moment sees, not the brain clotter, though oughta harder, much broader subjects. The up and down seas, sideways of feeling, dealing with the giving and taking away, burns peeling down the skeletal mental structure, a rupture from above, or the bottom of the brainstorm. Parts of the deep keep to speak, seek what's unhidden, not to all but forbidden. From a downfall of fakeness to force, every other typical driven course, the sources have arrived. It's within which you take inside your pride, throw a bone or a tone, horror and inspiration. My dedication from rough draft to perfect, never an allergic, just interacting. In fact,
I hope to cope along while and remain calm. I hope that everybody stops and fights and dropping bombs. I hope to make amends before I'm gone to anything I've done wrong. I hope for all to have success and be one of the best. I hope to live with less stress and threats. Hope for a cure for every disease. I hope to one day have a son, daughter, nephew, and a niece. I hope for world peace.
Searching for the reasons and the lurkings of the seasons, I'm finding more answers for what I believe in. Love or truth can be found within yourself in the process of getting there. Although you can feel blind and impaired, keep peeling the unrepaired and prepared for the takeoff. Anyone could be a legend to their own crew. A lot can matter to just a few. Keep doing new, it's all up to you. This all has something to do. I've known that the short proof of deceiving is nothing compared to the moves of achievement and everything we've been through in every agreement. Seeming like forever, now we're finally here and we're in this together. Times like when I feel like I love this hot weather, feeling light as a feather. Wanna stay here and stick around and found like treasure. Maybe burnt to an ember, but always be remembered. May my dreams and thoughts always be entered. And no,
I hope to cope along while and remain calm. I hope that everybody stops and fights and dropping bombs. I hope to make amends before I'm gone to anything I've done wrong. I hope for all to have success and be one of the best. I hope to live with less stress and threats. Hope for a cure for every disease. I hope to one day have a son, daughter, nephew, and a niece. I hope for world peace. Mark your state, keep doing it great. Steady solving the complicate. Always remember to congratulate. Time will only tell your fate. Until your last day comes, it's never too late. Keep following your dreams and escape. Leave with no regrets. Direct your head into a better concept. In particular, and what you picture of how this life goes on and on and on.